Lake Michigan, part of the Great Lakes chain, the largest source of fresh water in the world. And this is what happens when the geography of a place is just right. A city the size and strength of Chicago. But there is much more to Illinois than Lake Michigan. More water in the form of rivers and lakes, and 56,000 square miles of land. Land to develop an economy that supports nearly 12 million people. Our land is nearly 400 miles long. Land that has been crushed flat by the great glaciers and covered with some of the richest soil in the world. It's an overwhelming presence that we use without thinking. Millions of acres of land, billions of gallons of water, 450 million years old. We would do well to understand it so we can continue to use it in the future.
Funding for this episode of Pride in Illinois is made possible by a grant from the NALCO Foundation, helping to improve the quality of life.
400 million years ago, Illinois had a subtropical climate with lots of hills and valleys and a vast warm inland sea that teemed with life. Then, with a dramatic change in climate, the glaciers came, 4 of them in succession, named for the states they hit hardest: Nebraskan, Kansan, Illinois, and Wisconsin. The Illinois Glacier came through 300 million years ago, 1 mile high, flattening everything in its path. And the Wisconsin Glacier followed 75 million years later, halting finally in what is now the Shawnee National Forest in southern Illinois. Joe DeVera, a geologist with the Illinois Survey.
The ice melt and the flooding was just in the last 10,000 years or so when the ice was melting. There was a lot going on, you know, in between. In fact, if you go back about 70 million or so, we would be looking right into rock, more rock, because this has all been removed in this area because of the...
Think of the force of the water that had to erode that.
Right. Yes, tremendous amount of force. And what helped the moving of this rock in this area were faults, which there are some faults just right across the way coming into this area.
I'd like to see them, shall we?
Yeah, we'll definitely
Good.
take a look.